Let's have some fun, people.
Move out.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Welcome to Resident Evil Reverse. By the time of this video, it is now shut down or possibly shut down, one or the other. But for my first 100% video, since this game has no platinum, I thought a time limited game would be fantastic.
Say that again?
Now this only took me about 7 hours to do, mainly due to the battle pass. However, there are struggles, so be sure to watch so I can tell you my heroic journey. Reverse has only 12 trophies. That includes 9 bronze, 2 silver and 1 gold, which only 1.6% of people have gotten, so I'm classing it as a rare one still. I will be telling you the percentage total of each trophy, as some of them are quite low considering what you need to do to unlock them. Now this game is purely online, with only the North American servers being active, and since I'm in the UK, you can damn well be sure that there will be lag like no tomorrow, and deaths that look like I was fighting thin air. But what can you do when the game was shutting down? We begin our journey with the tutorial, and upon completing it, we earn the High Hopes for this one trophy. A surprisingly rare achievement, with only 37.2% of players actually unlocking it, showing that people still do play games without learning about them. Next up, we got the I Only Like Creatures trophy, which you get by dying 5 times as a human in one match. And again, only 26.3% of people have achieved this. So either I'm really bad at the game, or everyone else is way too good at it. Our third comes straight afterwards with You're Gonna Regret This, which you get by getting revenge on the person who killed you as a creature twice. Essentially, just die to someone and go kick their ass as a monster. This one only has been achieved by 18.6% of players, so maybe revenge isn't all that's cracked up to be. Now, here's where things start to get harder and harder for me. I was noticing the lag more often when I was trying to place in the top 3, where kills were being taken from me even though I was unloading everything into them. So, I started to strategize, targeting people in group fights or going after creatures that were being bodied by someone else. I turned into a scavenger, getting what I could from people who were clearly not having as many problems as I was, and it started to pay off big time. Not to mention, I started getting luckier and luckier with the matches, where it would fill with maybe 4 people, or times where so many people left, I was guaranteed at least 3rd place. So although it was laggy, my persistence was paying off. The next 2 trophies I got together after getting a feel for the game was Newbie No More and Officer in Training, for raising my MMR to 1300, which you get by just playing the game and completing matches, and the second for placing 3rd or better in the RPD, both having an achievement total of 11.2% and 13.5 respectively. Not even an hour later, my next pair came together with Mold Buster and Finishing the Job, for placing top 3 in the Baker House and using a finisher as a monster. Both of these with similar percentages at 13.7 and 13.2. Now from here on is where the struggle really started to begin. I completely forgot about upgrades. So after spending 10,000 RP, we get a thank you trophy, which only 9% of people have achieved. So at least I wasn't alone in forgetting about this mechanic. With that, we have only 4 trophies left. Getting a kill streak of 5, 10 kills in one match, a win with the 6 original characters, and finally, the level 10 battle pass. Now let me tell you, maybe it's because I was playing so late at night, or maybe the Resident Evil gods themselves decided to take pity on me. But thanks to my scavenging, both of the kill trophies were actually easy. I noticed, if you get a revenge kill, your kill streak doesn't reset. So instead of killing myself as a tier 1 mold, I just decided to fight all I can till someone new killed me. That way I can chase them down and continue my kill streak. This also helped me massively, as in quite a few matches I started getting higher and higher kills. Sure, my matches only had 4 people in them and they were probably doing the same thing as me, but as a veteran with 2 hours under his belt, I wasn't going to take it easy on them. I was running out of time and I needed to get these trophies. Coincidentally, the Monster and Knock 'em Dead trophies are both set at 10.6%, which can only mean that once you get that kill streak going, you're probably bound to get at least 10 kills too. Now, we move on to the hardest trophy, Raccoon City Survival Squad. This trophy requires you to win with Chris, Jill, Leon, Claire, Ada and Hunk. This wouldn't be a problem if I was in a server without lag, but when I tell you that as someone who was only playing Chris at the time to get a first place, I didn't realise how daunting this trophy was going to be. Not to mention that I didn't know that upgrades didn't transfer over to each character. But playing through it was fine. I'd lose about 5 matches and slowly get closer to first place. These losses, however, were a blessing in disguise, because with each loss came RP, and with RP came upgrades to my characters. So I looked at each one, buying the damage and targeting upgrades whenever I could to at least guarantee I might get the kill. And you know what? It started to work. Slowly but surely I was winning matches, beating these other players into first place, and learning along the way that this was also a host-based game. So if they left the match, it ended, which would ruin my progress if I was in first, because it wouldn't count. After a grueling 2 hours, I managed to get the final win with Hunk, getting me the Raccoon City Survival Squad and becoming a part of the 1.6% of people who have it. But now it's time for the Battle Pass and getting to level 10. This actually wasn't too bad, because it turns out there's a catch-up mechanic in the game where some of the missions would reward you with significantly higher XP than others, making leveling up a breeze even if I was using characters I never played before. So what I would do is I would reset a lot of these missions till it all became about one character, and then after another 2 hours of gameplay I finally hit level 10 and 100%ed Reverse. This game, although it was a race to beat, was actually quite fun 50% of the time. The other 50 I was raging because it felt like I was fighting against it to do anything, but I can see why it was shutting down. There's absolutely no content, 3 maps, a few lead characters, and a ton of BSAA vandals. Not to mention all the monetization in the game for buying cosmetics. Resident Evil is supposed to be scary. Why am I being killed by a flaming gun or a bubblegum gun? Leave that in Call of Duty. It didn't need to be here. But with Resident Evil 9 showing a character from Resident Evil Outbreak, hopefully we will get a true online Resident Evil experience if it gets remade. But until then, I'll stick to getting scared by zombies the old-fashioned way. We don't need PvP in RE. And with all that being said, thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to like, comment and subscribe, because I enjoyed recording this. I hope you enjoyed watching. And as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and goodbye.